Hey, I'm Kristin.
And I'm Ashley.
And this is Locked in a Closet,
a podcast where we tell each other scary stories of true crime, the paranormal, urban legends, and all things spooky. Hi, everybody. I know it's been a while since you've heard our lovely voices, and we apologize.
Whoops, sorry.
Yeah, whoops. You know, the holidays and how they are.
I'm going to take the blame on that one, too, because I've been moving, and it's been just an absolute shit show, so...
Moving is tough. It's so tough.
God.
It's so much work.
I knew that I had a lot of crap in my house, but oh my God, it was just never ending.
Yeah. Like packing, you don't even really think about it. It's when you start to unpack and you're like, why do I have so much stuff?
Exactly. We still have just boxes in the dining room in our new house.
Yeah.
There's so much.
There's boxes of books in our basement that are just going to stay in there forever. Probably.
Yeah. I feel like I got rid of so much stuff too. When I was packing, because I was like, oh, we don't need that. We don't need that. Whatever. It's fine. Get rid of it.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's oh my God, did I get rid of nothing? Why do I have so much stuff still?
Well, when we moved out here, I didn't pack. We had movers that went and packed up all our stuff. Mm-hmm. So when we unpacked is when I got rid of stuff, which is kind of annoying because then they packed up stuff that I didn't want.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the same thing that was just I felt like I didn't get rid of barely anything, but
yeah,
I definitely did.
Yeah, it's annoying. I'm mad at myself for having so much crap, but yeah, whatever. What can you do? At least we have a house that fits it all now.
Yeah. You're not a hoarder, so you're fine.
Yeah, exactly. There's no dead cats in my house.
Exactly. You can navigate through the hallways.
Yeah. Sometimes better than others. I won't send you a picture of my house right now because oh my God.
I just cleaned mine today for the first time in a long time because I've been not feeling quite well either. Not corona, luckily.
No. Yeah, no, my basically my kitchen and my living room are set up, and our bedroom kind of. There's crap all over our bedroom too. But first thing we did when we moved in was put up our Christmas tree because we're early Christmas decorators, and I wasn't able to do that for the longest
priorities
time,
though.
So, yeah,
that is priorities.
Yeah, so we did that, and I got the kitchen set up so I could do Christmas baking. But then I'm just so tired. I'm so sick of it.
So I made sugar cookies, and honestly it was a week adventure because I made the dough on a Friday. I didn't roll them out and cut them till Monday, and then they're still sitting there waiting to be iced, and that was 2 weeks ago. They're gonna go stale.
I tried a new recipe this year for ginger molasses cookies, and they were delicious. Nice. But the batch, it was 4 cups of flour in the batch, so it was a massive batch.
Wow.
So the first night I did it, I made 8 of them just to try them to make sure that we were actually gonna like them.
Yeah.
And then the next day I think I made 2 or 3 dozen. And then I ended up throwing out some of the dough because I was I'm just sick of baking. I was just over it. They're good, but oh my God, it's too much work.
Jeff loves those cookies. I'm not a big fan. I don't know why.
I like them. They're Christmas though. I wouldn't want them any other time. But at Starbucks, Michael would always get the ginger molasses ones from Starbucks. But he had one the other day after having the ones that I made from home. He's like, these are disgusting. Why do I get these?
Right?
Yeah, they're not homemade by any means.
I make these really good pumpkin spice muffins that are so good. And I can't have the Tim Hortons one or the Starbucks one anymore because it's just no.
It just ruins it.
Yeah.
Which is
I
fine.
can cook better. Yeah, exactly. It's just do I want to put that effort in all the time?
I know. Oh my God, it's so much work. And then you have to do the dishes, and it's no.
Hate doing it's my least favorite chore of all of the chores.
I know. I don't like it. I get really bad eczema too, or eczema. Most people say eczema.
Eczema. I say eczema.
I get it on my hands really bad though. So my doctor has literally told me not to do dishes. So I'm okay,
nice.
I won't.
That was as a kid, I was always allergic to fresh cut grass, so I didn't have to mow the lawn as a child.
I had 2 older brothers, so I literally never got to mow the lawn. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't be able to. But my dad always just did it anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think my brothers even did it, but they had all the outside jobs. I did the inside jobs.
Yeah. How sexist.
I know.
No. That's just we have some property now where we live, and I wouldn't even be allowed to mow the lawn if I want because Jeff has a rider mower and he just absolutely has a blast. So
yeah, it's so funny. My brother has 3 kids. I don't know why I paused to think about it. I see them often. And he sends me Snapchats like every single day of the kids. And like I love getting them. They're so, so cute. My favorite Snapchat he's ever sent me was him on my parents' riding mower, because it was just like so close up of his face, but he's like going all over the place with the goofiest smile on his face. It was so funny.
That's so cute.
It will forever be my favorite Snapchat. It's so good.
Sometimes I hate like that Snapchat's so temporary, because you're like, oh, I'm never gonna see that video again.
I know.
And you want to have it.
Yeah, Kyle's gotten in the habit though of like he saves all of them.
Oh,
if they're really cute of the kids, he'll save them, and then he'll send them to me, and I'm like, oh my god, I need that forever. And then he saves it, or he like sends it so I can save it to the camera roll. He sent one of Olive singing Jingle Bells the other day, and oh my god, it was so cute. So
I love
cute.
That name, Olive.
Hello, Ollie.
I love that.
Her. Mm-hmm. She's so sweet.
All right. So because it's, Christmas time or Yule time or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate. Festivus. Happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. We thought today we would just do a quick episode checking in on you guys, just so you know we're alive.
We are. We're very much alive.
Yeah. And kind of just talk about just 6 of these really random Christmas folklore urban legends. I don't know how else to word that.
That's probably accurate.
Yeah.
Do you want to jump in, or do you want me to go first?
I'm
definitely saving the best for last, because
fun.
It's great.
I'll just say mine in my order. They're all equally as
I was going to do them in order, but I just love the first one on my list that you know what it is. That one's my favorite. That one's
you save that one.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the Gryla, I think is how you say it. That's how Google told me it was pronounced. So Gryla is Icelandic folklore.
Perfect.
It translates loosely to growler. And apparently, this is actually okay. There's some funny parts to this one. Apparently, this one dates back to the 13th century, so been around for a while. Wow. Basically, the idea is it's like this like ogre kind of thing that lives in the mountains in Iceland. And around Christmas, she comes down her mountain to seek out naughty children. And then she'll gather them in a sack and carries them back up her mountain to make stew out of.
Okay, so this sack thing is a very common theme.
They like the sacks.
Yeah.
in folklore.
Yeah, it's all about the sack.
Yeah, love a good sack. Yeah. So apparently this creature is hideous. She has like horns on her head. She has multiple tails, is what I was reading about. And she has a large wart-covered nose. So there's been a bunch.
I was just saying, I'm just picturing like the monsters from Where the Wild Things Are.
Me too.
That just immediately went in my head.
Yeah, carrying a sack of kids.
Yeah.
So apparently at one point in time, she was said to have a husband, but she got sick of him, so she just ate him.
Mood. No, I'm just kidding.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Cut that. No.
So I guess there's been like a bunch of poems and like sagas and stuff written through the years.
Wow.
And one of them reads, "Here comes Gryla down the field with 15 tails on her." And then there's another one that says, "Down comes Gryla from the outer fields with 40 tails, a bag on her back, a sword/knife in her hand, coming to carve out stomachs of the children.
Oh my god.
Cry for meat during Lent."
So I wonder if the tails means like how many kids she's eaten, or
maybe she just grows a tail for each kid she
sheds them off like a lizard. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's Gryla.
That's great. Okay, that's perfect, because the first one on my list is an Icelandic
really?
folklore as well. Yeah, well, rather.
Awesome.
Which they have like the coolest folklore, honestly. Like they think like elves live in the mountains and they like leave offerings and stuff, which I love that. Yeah. So mine is the Yule Cat, or this is my attempt at saying its name, Yule Cat. It's probably not anywhere near, but I tried a bunch of different Google ones, and
yeah, who knows? The Google like the translate things on there are so weird.
Yeah.
Or, like the pronunciation websites, it's like, okay, no.
Yeah.
Not at all true.
or it just sounds like the robot saying it. I'm like, I don't think that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a Icelandic Christmas folklore as well. So the Yule Cat story dates back roughly to the Dark Ages. So I'm assuming it's kind of the similar timeline as you, because they say that she's like the pet cat of Gryla.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and her sons, like the Yule boys or whatever they're
Oh.
called. Yeah, she's the house pet. So
Okay.
yeah. So much like the Krampus, which I'll actually talk about later, the Yule Cat has been a long Christmas time enforcer of good behavior. Back in the day, like the entire family that lived on like a farm or whatever was tasked with chores related for like wool production. And if these wool chores weren't completed in time before winter, they didn't get like the luxury of new clothes for Christmas. So this legend, I guess, was created to basically scare adults into children to getting their chores done. So the Yule Cat basically is supposed to be this giant cat, like towers above the houses. And it said if you don't finish your chores, you weren't rewarded with new clothes on Christmas. So if you weren't given new clothes on Christmas, the cat would eat you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So this cat, which honestly I can't help but picture like the cat bus from Totoro, like it prowls through the village. And it peeps into the house, inside the windows of the houses, and to see like what they got for Christmas. And if the kids didn't get new clothes for Christmas, then they would eat those kids.
Well, that's just up to the parents.
I know, right? But, well, apparently though, if they didn't get the wool done, it's like, well, you don't get new clothes.
Okay, so it's their
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if they got new clothes, like if those were among the gifts, then the cat would just move on.
Okay.
And then also it says like if they didn't get new clothes, then the Yule Cat would eat the kids, provided Gryla didn't get there first. So these poor kids were like, so many different things will eat you if you don't do.
It really makes the line in oh my god, what even song is that? The one about Santa sees you when you're sleeping.
Oh,
like
yeah.
everybody always says that that's super creepy, but like no. No.
Not compared to like half of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess apparently though, sometimes if you leave out holiday treats, like if you were to leave out cookies for Santa, the cat would eat those and then spare the children. So, whew, there's always a loophole.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that's the Yule Cat or the Yola Kutarine.
That's crazy. That's funny that that's supposed to be Gryla's cat.
Yeah, which I thought was kind of funny because I knew you were gonna do the Gryla, so I was like, I'll just do it right after. But
yeah, well, it's
like
great.
their house pet. They're all murderous.
Yeah. She'll eat her husband, but cat's fine.
Iceland, are you okay?
Apparently not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my next one, I definitely do not know how to pronounce. I think it's La Befana, Befana. Befana?
Yeah.
Befana? I have no idea.
Yeah.
This one dates back to the 8th century. So this is an Italian legend. She's supposed to be a witch who is associated with Epiphany, which celebrates the arrival of the 3 wise men in Bethlehem.
Okay.
We won't
Christian
get into
origins
that.
here.
Yeah. So the legend says that she was asked to join the 3 wise men, but she had too much work to do, so she declined. She realized that she made a mistake, so she tried to catch up with them, but she couldn't find them. She got too exhausted, so she laid it down under a tree. A branch fell out of the tree, and it became a magical broomstick that she flew on. So today, or like the legend, whatever, is that she continues to travel the world on Epiphany Eve.
You know, I feel like I've seen Epiphany pop up on my calendar, and I've gone like, "What the fuck?"
I
is
know.
that?
I have literally no idea. Literally no idea.
Yeah.
So she's searching every house for
Jesus.
No, this doesn't make sense. I think I just wrote it wrong. She's searching every house for children and then she leaves candies and chocolates for the good ones, and then just coal for the bad ones. Apparently, she looks like a hag. Also,
Aw.
Poor gal.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's
they're
kind
all
of like
ugly.
a more positive one. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
she's ugly, but she leaves candy and chocolates and stuff for them, or coal.
See, I feel
she
like
doesn't eat them. She just leaves them coal.
yeah. Like I feel like the Christmas that most North Americans know and love now are just all of these different cultures and folklore, and we've just taken like the common bits and what we've liked, and then we've created Santa and that whole thing. It's really interesting
because this one is kind of like loosely kind of resembles Santa,
right? Like the coal for naughty children, and the candy or whatever.
Yeah, like good stuff for good kids.
Yeah, because back then, like candy and fruit and stuff was like so much more of a delicacy, I guess.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So is that it for the Bifa?
Yeah,
La
that's
Buffa?
it for Banana Fana folk.
Sorry, Italy.
Yeah, sorry. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Okay. So my next one is Krampus. And I think this one's probably like the most familiar Christmas legend that people know of because of like, I think there was a movie called Krampus or it's gotta be Krampus.
It's Krampus.
Yeah. It's got an A in there. And I know I've heard it like referenced before. So it's a popular European legend, and I believe it originated in Germany, though I did read like Austria and like kind of like the Alps and stuff, like basically any like German sort of speaking areas.
Okay.
So I'm not 100% sure, but his name apparently derives from the German word Krampen, which means claw. And so I went to Google Translate to confirm, and it definitely didn't say that. But I'm not going to question like 7 different articles that told me that. Like Krampen, literally, or Krampen or whatever, translated into like cramps in English. And then I tried to translate claw from English to German, and it was something else. So maybe it's like old German.
Who knows?
I don't know, but I'm not one to question Google. So Krampus is a half goat, half demon monster that walks on 2 legs. Think like any imagery of like the devil. And he punishes misbehaving children at Christmas. He's basically like St. Nicholas's devilish companion sidekick dude. And then I put in brackets, does this mean St. Nicholas is an angel? And then I wrote, explore further, LOL.
That's your homework.
Yeah, I didn't explore further. But I guess the saint in his name maybe implies. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Grew up atheist.
Yeah.
So originally Krampus was thought to have originated as part of like the pagan rituals for like winter solstice. And that according to legend, he was the son of Hel, the Norse god of the underworld. So at some point he was brought into like the Christian tradition alongside St. Nicholas. But apparently at one point the Catholic Church attempted to banish Krampus because he resembled the devil. And they're like, we can't be celebrating the devil. I have no idea if that was accomplished because they still have Krampus festivals everywhere. So
yeah, no idea.
Yeah. So the story goes is that he would arrive along with St. Nicholas on December 5th, which I guess was the original Christmas Eve, but it was referred to as Krampusnacht. So St. Nicholas would reward nice children by leaving presents, while Krampus would beat those who are naughty with branches and sticks. Apparently, even in some cases, he's said to eat them or stuff them into his sack.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. You were waiting. Drum roll. Stuff them into his sack and then either like drag him to his lair or like drag him to hell. Either or.
God.
Yeah.
These poor children.
Yeah. So like on the next day, which was December 6th, which was called Nicholasdag or St. Nicholas Day, the children would either awaken to gifts or injuries or be dead. Could you imagine? Like, I sure hope I don't wake up with a broken arm.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Or sometimes I guess he would just leave sticks behind as like, this is your bad gift.
Warning.
Yeah. And then I did find apparently there was a way to the Krampus heart. If if he was about to attack you or eat you, if you gave him like a piece of a fruit, like an apple or an orange, he would usually sit down with the gift giver and share it and then engage in like polite conversation and then leave the area harming no one.
No, thank you.
So like
imagine just like sitting there with
yeah,
goat man.
Here, have this apple. Please don't beat me or eat me.
Please just take it and leave though.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit with you.
Yeah. So like a common theme here is bribery, MC.
Yeah. Very much.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, filthy animal. Oh my God. But yeah, so that's the Krampus in a nutshell.
Oh my God. This is not related, but there's a commercial out right now. We get it on like all of our YouTube videos. It's for Match.com and it's the devil is waiting
oh my
for. Have you seen it?
That is the greatest commercial 2020.
It's so funny.
He's like 2020. She's like, it's 2020.
It's so good. So good.
It's
I saw that for the
perfect.
first time the other day, and once you said like he looks like the devil, I was like, oh my God, I need to bring that up.
Yeah. No, seriously,
so funny.
That commercial should win awards. Like,
yeah, it's so good. That should have
Yeah.
been like a what's that football thing? Super Bowl.
Oh, the Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. So my next one, I am very excited about
Mhm.
because I had heard of this. I didn't think that I had until I Googled it, and I was like, oh my God. Belsnickel is it's what Dwight Schrute's grandfather used to dress up as.
I love this so much because I didn't know it was real
Me
when I watched
neither.
The Office. I thought it was just the writers on The Office being hilarious.
Yeah, nope, it's quote unquote real.
That's so
Okay.
funny.
So, Belsnickel obviously is a German folklore. Bell translates to fur, and then nickel refers to Saint Nicholas. So it literally means Saint Nick in fur.
Okay.
I guess he like wears like a fur coat or like cape kind of thing. And it's said to be like really dirty and like grimy.
Oh.
And he is said to whip naughty children on their backs with a hickory switch. He carries a sack
Always
of
a
candy
sack.
and nuts. And apparently he would like visit each house and he would ask the children one by one in the households to either recite a poem, a Bible verse, or get them to do like a math equation.
Oh no.
Really? Yeah. Yeah. I'd be out.
Yeah. I'd be
And then
whipped.
if they did it properly, he would toss the goodies on the floor. So like the candy or nuts or whatever for the children that would behave. And then obviously we know what would happen to the kids that didn't know their Bible verses or poems.
What if you were
Me.
just like, if you like recite a math equation and you're just like 1 + 1, bitch.
Yeah. Well, I guess
like-
that's like how he would like gauge as to whether the kids were like naughty or nice.
Oh,
if they
shit.
like
I'd be
put
naughty.
the work in to like, yeah, same. Like ask me to recite a Bible verse and
Yeah.
absolutely not. It's not happening.
No.
Math equations, maybe. But
Yeah.
anyway, so since this is a big German tradition, it's still like a pretty popular thing with like the German, I don't know if that's how you say it, the German
Community?
populated areas in Pennsylvania, which is funny because
of
that's where the office is based.
Wow. They really
It
were
all
like
comes full circle.
so fucking smart in that show.
I know. Isn't
Those
that
writers.
so good?
Yeah.
Love it. It's
That's
so
hilarious. Yeah, I was gonna say I have like my step grandparents, like my stepdad's German. So I'm like, I wonder I should ask them about that. Like next time I'm
see.
home for Christmas or something.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought it was just so funny. I was like reading one article about it and it's talking about like the German populated areas in Pennsylvania. And I was like Scranton?
That's so perfect. Oh
Yeah.
my God, they're so
Anyway.
smart.
The office teaching us lessons.
Yeah. And me thinking it's fake.
I did too. Honestly, I
Yeah.
really did. That's so funny.
Oh, Belsnickel.
Oh, Belsnickel.
All right. So that's
a
it
great
for
episode also.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to go and watch that one before they take it off on Netflix.
I know. It's so good. Anyway, yeah, that's it. That's what I got.
All right. So my last one is Mary Lloyd. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly, but so Mary Lloyd is like, this word, I even looked it up, is a wassailing or a wassailing, wassailing. There we go. We got it. Is a wassailing.
Can you please
custom.
keep that in?
Yeah, of course. 8th time's the charm.
Oh my God, I love it.
Okay, so it's a wassailing. Someone's gonna be like, you're still saying it wrong.
That's fine. Won't be me.
Yeah. So it's a custom found in South Wales. So it's like a Welsh folklore thing. And for those who don't know what wassailing is, because I definitely didn't, it's the practice of like going door to door, singing and offering a drink from like a wassail board,
Okay.
a wassail bowl,
Okay.
in exchange for gifts. And this practice still exists basically, but it's called caroling now essentially.
Mhm.
So, and like what a wassail bowl was basically, it was originally like a sugared and spiced drink of like mulled ale, curdled cream, roasted apples, and eggs.
Ew.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like old-fashioned eggnog in a way.
But like,
all-
ew.
Yeah, I don't know.
Disgusting.
Yeah, so, and then basically those who partook in sharing this huge bowl of the boozy mixture was wassailers or wassailing or whatever.
Okay.
And the custom was first recorded in the 1800s. So basically, Welsh families would find themselves challenged by a person who came to their door decorated with a horse skull as a mask, or the horse skull was placed on like the end of a long stick and like they were holding it. And then you'd be like draped in like a long white sheet adorned by like colorful ribbons and bells. And it was like, it's really morbid looking. If you look up Mary Lloyd, it's like basically just a horse skull and then a white sheet. Like it's so eerie.
Oh.
And yeah, so Mary Lloyd goes door to door challenging those who answer to a battle of wits through poetry. And then if you win, you're rewarded with food and drink. So traditionally, when arriving at the house, a Mary Lloyd troupe would sing out a challenge to the people inside the house. It's sort of like a call and response. And I think they called it a ponco. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right because it's PWNCO. And it's probably not pawn, but I'm thinking like pawn as in like, remember 2000s
Pwned. You got
pwned. Yeah, right. So it's like a ponco or a pong. I don't know.
Ew,
so
I'm looking at the picture right now.
It's so eerie.
Terrifying.
It's so eerie. And funnily enough, I did not know this existed up until maybe like 2 weeks ago when I was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and they have this in there.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, I'd never heard of it before. I didn't even know it was real. And then now doing this research, I'm like, oh shit, that's really based on like
so
real.
Funny, eh?
Yeah. Like props to these, companies doing real research.
Yeah.
So the people inside the house would then have to reply back in like the similar rhyme scheme and like cadence that was even wittier than what the Mary Lloyd said to keep her out. So the idea was that you just wanted to keep her out of your house.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. You're right. So after the rap battle, essentially, was over. So
picturing in Hamilton when Eliza starts beatboxing.
I immediately went to 8 Mile and like Eminem. So if Mary Lloyd was the winner or like the homeowners relented or somehow, she was then invited inside, or I keep saying she because the Mary, but it was then invited inside, and then the whole troupe was given food and drink before they took their fill and then they left and then went to do it to the neighbor.
Okay.
So I don't actually know what happens if like it didn't win. I'm assuming it was still just like, oh, come in anyways. Like
this one doesn't seem nearly as bad.
No, it's almost like trick or treating.
Yeah,
it feels
kind
like.
of. Eh?
Yeah, it's like you go or caroling. Yeah, yeah. So some people believe that the name Mary Lloyd means like the Holy Mary as a reference to like Mary, the mother of Jesus.
Okay.
But others believe that it's just meant to be like gray mare, referring to the head, like the equine head, basically. But yeah, that's about it for the Mary Lloyd. It's pretty simple.
Crazy
legend. Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
Of all of them? Oh, I don't know. The Yule Cat, honestly, made me laugh the most.
Yeah, that's really funny.
And weirdly enough, so have you seen the Christmas Chronicles on Netflix?
No.
It's got Kurt Russell and like I think Goldie Hawn's in it, his wife. So I watched the first one last year, and then they just came out with the second one, and they have a Yule Cat in the second one, and I didn't. I was just like, oh, that must be something, or it must be fake, like. And then I actually think maybe the main antagonist is called Belsnickel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up real quick.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's like one of those. I love watching Christmas movies at Christmas. Like I don't even care how cheesy they are.
Yeah, same. There's so many. Actually, there's a bunch of
Yeah, his name is Belsnickel.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah,
that's so weird. There's a bunch of Hallmark movies that were filmed in Almont, like Christmas Hallmark movies.
Yeah.
It's so weird watching them. Like I've watched like 3 or 4 of them now, and I'm just like,
I've only been there a couple of times, so I probably wouldn't pick it out. But
yeah, no, it's really weird. Like it's so strange. That's like so there's crazy. One that was filmed like right by the river that goes like right by downtown. It's so weird. Like I've been there so many times. It's so strange to see it on TV.
I love seeing places that I know. Like sometimes I will watch shows because I know that they were filmed by like where I lived. Like where I lived in Vancouver, like so many shows were filmed in the abandoned insane asylum that was like a couple blocks away from where I lived. And like I would watch some really bad shows just to be like, I know that place, I've been there, or like I've seen that. Yeah,
that's so funny. Eh?
Yeah,
I love it. Okay, sources that we didn't mention. So treehugger.com had an article, 6 Scary Christmas Legends, which is like where we got the inspiration. The Morning Call has that article called The History of Belsnickel, Santa's Cranky Cousin.
That's perfect.
There's a website called Eataly, which is actually like food stuff, but they had a thing on that one I don't know how to say. The legend of Le Bifana, whatever. And then Smithsonian had a article called Why Iceland's Christmas Witch is Much Cooler and Scarier Than Krampus, which I don't agree with, but whatever.
Yeah. The Krampus is the devil, literally.
Yeah. That's kind of scarier than
all right, so My sources, I didn't get the article names because I'm terrible, but
It's okay.
Dream Hugger, that's where we got our inspiration from. And then the supernatural foxsisters.com, Wikipedia, obviously, Britannica.com, history.com, and then atlasobscura.com. So those were where I picked it all through. Yeah. So yeah, those are some fun little Christmas tidbits to just think about Christmas Eve that you're lucky you're not having to bribe, a giant cat from eating you, or a devil man, or
Yeah, we might be
an
having a
ogre.
socially distanced Christmas this year, but
Mhm.
there's no sacks involved. So it's all good.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, so I guess this is gonna be the last one of this year.
Mm-hmm.
Our first year.
Our first year. And then
we did it.
We plan on coming back strong 2021. We have a really exciting episode that we want to do.
Heck yeah, that'll be our welcome to the new year.
Yeah. And here's hoping that the new year means like just new possibilities, and that COVID's not going to be the, focus, the topic. It's going to be gone. We're going to get rid of it. Like,
yeah. We're going to be able to hug people.
I know, right?
Oh.
I miss seeing people and, just communicating in person. And
I know, it's so weird. Like, I see my mom because I work with my mom.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you're lucky.
Yeah, like it's not really the same when you come in like all masked up and
I know
don't want to touch each other, go near each other. It's really weird.
Exactly. And like I'm just hoping, like I haven't seen my family since last Christmas. Like because we usually go home for Christmas, but not this year because we're being responsible adults. So don't go to your freaking family's house for Christmas if they're not part of your bubble.
Please.
Yeah,
it's weird. Even with like the 10 people inside rule that there is right now, my family's 12 people if we're all there, so we can't even do that, which is fine. Like we're okay with it. We're just gonna kind of make do with what we can do. But yeah, I was like, well, even if we wanted to, we can't.
Yeah.
It's against the rules. It's so sad.
Yeah, I think even in BC, like they're saying like no gatherings, like unless you live in that house, then that's it.
Yeah, which realistically is the smarter thing to do.
Yeah, honestly.
Or there'll be a spike in numbers after Christmas because people aren't going to listen.
No, they won't. They really won't. And like, I know it's hard. Like, trust me, it's been a year since I've seen my family and like my friends back home. And like, I get it, but it's just not worth it. It's one day of the year. And it's really, honestly, unless you're super religious, it's not even like a real significant day. Like, it's something that you can do later. Like, people don't celebrate their birthday exactly on their birthday sometimes, because if their birthday's not on a Friday, they're not going to go out on a Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's very true. We'll just, I don't know. Michael and I have a Christmas party every year that obviously we didn't have this year, but we're like, maybe we can have Christmas in July next year.
That's actually a fun theme. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. If it's safe and people are comfortable and we're allowed to, then we will for sure. But
here's hoping. We've got the vaccines coming now. So all right, everyone. Thanks for listening.
We hope you have a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year.
Until next time,
stay spooky.